Yo, 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 yo. So today I kind of want to talk about my girl MTG. And no, I'm not talking about Magic the Gathering, which is a great card game, but I'm not talking about Magic the Gathering today. I'm talking about Marjorie Taylor Greene. So she's been in the popular discourse for a while now. You know what I'm saying? This her being a topic of discussion is not a new thing. She's a lot like Trump in the fact that she knows how to get attention. And I also think she's a lot like Trump in the fact that it comes natural. Like I do think that she wants attention, just like Trump wants attention, but I don't think like they're like necessarily sitting there like calculating like, oh, what can I say? What can I do to get attention? I think it's something that's more natural to them. And I think anybody who's good at getting attention is something natural to them. It's not something that they're like working out, trying to figure out how to do, not a single person, maybe a team of people can sit there and be like, okay, how do we gen up attention? But a singular person, if you're really good at getting attention, it's just something you're just naturally good at. It's not something that you can make happen, say so to speak. So a lot of people are like talking about her as far as like, her recent moderation. So I wouldn't say it's moving to the left, even though technically if you're moderating from the right, you kind of moving to the left. But I wouldn't call it that. I would call it her recent moderation. Is it real? Where is it coming from? And is this just some ploy? Blah 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 blah. So I want to say I personally think it's real with like a caveat. So I work at Walmart. That's my current job. It sucks, but I work at Walmart, and at Walmart we used to have these things called department managers. They're like these middle management type people. When I first started, I thought all the department managers, in my little naive brain, I thought they were all like different. I thought they all worked harder or were smarter, or what I'm saying, like they were all the best, of the company, or not the company, but of the work of the store. I thought they were really like the go-getters. And then at a certain point, I myself became a department manager. And once I became a department manager, I realized like, no, these are just a bunch of normal ass people. They're not. Some of them are really great. Some of them are bad. But I mean, just like any other position, they're just normal people. They're just people. At the end of the day, they're not anything special or different. And I say all of that caveat just to say this. I think a lot of times we look at Congress people as different from the average, ordinary, everyday people. And to a certain extent, they are. Like a lot of Congress people are like lawyers or, you know, worked in corporations for a long time, or, what I'm saying, they have some kind of like background like that. They went to the highest schools and stuff like that. But not everybody, and not House members. Like, what I'm saying? And Marjorie is one of those regular type of people, what I'm saying? Like she's closer to an average person than some people. Just like AOC is closer to an average person than some others are, you know what I'm saying? So that's the first thing you got to look at it as. She's a normal person, like, yeah, I mean, normal at, like, she has some out there beliefs, but she's a, what I'm saying? She's a normal person. Like, you could run into a Marjorie Taylor Greene type on the street or something. She's not, what I'm saying? She's not like some, like, what I'm saying? She's a normal person at the end of the day. So I believe just like every normal person, she has and always has had a mix of views inside her. You know what I'm saying? Most normal people aren't strictly like taking the partisan roles, or taking the strict everything I believe is on this leftist, or everything I believe is on the right. You know what I'm saying? Most people have views that bounce back and forth between those two sides, and most people can look at a situation and be like, this situation is pretty bad, and without spinning it from their point of view. So I don't think she's the only congressperson that has these, mix of opinions inside her. I think a lot of Congress people have that mix of opinions inside her, of not her, of them, they have that mix of opinions inside of them, especially on the right. I think a lot of them, if they were being honest, wouldn't go along with half the shit they're going along with, but they're in a cult, so you know what I'm saying? Like they can't be honest about, their true feelings. But I think if they were all to just be honest about their feelings, a lot of them, you would be surprised. You'll be surprised. So you'll be like, oh my God, I can't believe this person believes this and this and this and this. You know what I'm saying? So what I believe is that she has just gotten to the point, for whatever reason, whether it's the stuff that people were talking about, like she wanted to run for Senate or she wanted to run for governor or whatever, and they told her no, you know what I'm saying? Or she might just be tired of it. She might just be like, you know what? I'm tired of being that person. I want to be a different person. I want to be more true to myself. But for whatever reason, she's gotten to the point where she's like, fuck it. She's just gotten to that point, and she's just not like, I'm just going to be who I really am. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. So, from a leftist like me, I feel like I got to keep saying that because I feel like some of my videos don't get traction because people think that that whatever. But from a leftist position, so how should we look at Marjorie Taylor Greene? And this is what I feel, going back to MTG, which is a strategy game. When it comes to politics, you gotta look at it like a strategy game sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And with this, with anybody who agrees, like when somebody gives you what you want, when somebody agrees with you, you don't say, well, yeah, but you're just being fake. Like, yeah, they might be fake, but you don't. That's not what you say to them. You give them a cookie. You pat them on the head. You tell them, good job. Yes, yes. Oh my God, you've changed so much. Oh my God, do you look better? Oh, you're not a what did Jasper Crook say? Bleach blonde, bad built, butch body. You're beautiful, girl. What? Like you have them on your shows. You talk them up. You speak good about them. That don't mean you got to fucking vote for them. You ain't got to vote for them. But as long as they agree with you, you give them the cookies. And as soon as they disagree with you, you give them the stick. Like that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you basically train them. I mean, not to diminish somebody, make them sound like a dog, but you basically train them like you would an animal or a child. You just basically guide them towards the stuff that you want them to do. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. You never fully accept them because you know who they are at the end of the day. You never like fully wrap your arms around them because at the end of the day, you're smart enough to know who this person really is. But you want to get as much of them agreeing with you as possible, especially when they're a populist. You know what I'm saying? Like Marjorie Taylor Greene. Like to me, I don't know what I am. I'm a progressive populist. I'm some weird thing. But to me, I'm like, I could fucking work with that. I could work with a little crazy nut Republican populist. I could work with a little Josh Hawley action. I can work with that shit. Like, yeah, we can agree on some things, bro. You could come in the ooh, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that word. Coalition. There we go. There we go. My tongue is very stupid. But yeah, you could come in. You know what I'm saying? As long as you agree with us, and as soon as you don't agree with us, get the fuck out. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that should be how we view it. We don't need to try to always have this moral clarity on the left. Like, we always want to be righteous and good. No, we can be a little devious. We can be a little dirty. Like, we can be a little grimy when it comes to getting what we want, which is a betterment of all people. Now, speaking of populists, I kind of wanted to make this video about two different things, sort of, kind of. It's kind of in the same string. But like I said, Marjorie Taylor Greene is a populist. I think Josh Hawley is a pretend populist, but I think he tries to portray himself as a populist. And I want to talk about populism, both on the right and the left, and what I consider to be pure populism. So, I'm talking about, I'll give an example. So let's talk about immigration, right? So a right wing right-wing view of immigration from a populist standpoint is we need to keep everybody out because we need to focus on the people we have here in the country. And if you take that to extreme, which a lot of right wingers can't stop at that because their coalition is so based on white people that they can't just like stop at that point and say, hey, we're against immigration because we want to better the people that are here in the nation. They take it to like, well, we only want to better white people. You know what I'm saying? They're like, no, you don't. Let's just stop before you get to that point. Better the people in the nation. That's a right wing populist view. A left wing populist view on immigration would be pretty much open borders. It would be pretty much like we're a rich country, let everybody in, as much as we can. Like if you're fleeing, dictatorship, or you're fleeing whatever bad is happening to you in your country, come in. We're rich. We'll bring you in. We're the melting pot of the world. You know what I'm saying? We're take what's ours is yours, and what's yours is also yours because we want you to have your stuff, but you can take ours. That's the leftist populist view when it comes to immigration. That's on the left. I am on the left. I consider myself a populist, but I don't consider myself a leftist populist. A leftist populist, their populism is hurt by their leftism. You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, just like on the right, their populism is hurt by their rightism. Right. Right wing. It's weird that we say leftist, but we don't ever say rightist. Or what would be the right term for leftist? I just thought about that. But anyway, on the right wing, that word is kicking my ass in this video. On the right wing, their populism is hurt by them being on the right wing. They have a racist, kind of, xenophobic base to their populism, and it hurts it. How I describe it, a pure populist position on immigration would be, we will accept immigrants as far as it helps us. If you want to come from any country, I'm not going to point out a country. I'm not going to be racist. Let's say fucking Scandinavia. You want to come from Scandinavia to America. You know what I'm saying? Like, what can you provide us? What do we need? Do we need more plumbers? Can you plumb? Can you clear out some pipes? Can you declog some stuff? Can you fix my faucet? We need more engineers. Are you an engineer? Do you have an engineering background? You know what I'm saying? We need more gardeners. Can you garden? Can you work a field? Can you pick crops? Can you know what I'm saying? We need more bank tellers. Are you good with money? Can you do math? But our immigration is based off of the needs of the country, of our people. That's what our immigration is based off of. Our immigration is not based off of your needs as the immigrant. Our immigration is not based off of how bad your country is. That's not our problem. Our immigration is based off of what helps us. It's not about being xenophobic. We don't care where you come from. We don't care if you're from freaking South Africa. Yeah, or you're from fucking Mexico, you're from Scandinavia, you're from Russia, you're from Ukraine. We don't care. You know what I'm saying? It's all about what is your immigration providing us in our country. What benefits can we get from your immigration? And if we don't need you in the country, you're not allowed in the country. It's like, it's that simple. We're not going to take excess people just out of the goodness of our heart. Now that I said that, you can say that at the end of the day, you just want to be a good person. You just want to help people out. That is fine for you individually. in yourself, in your heart. I think a leader, a political leader, doesn't need to have that kind of emotions. A political leader needs to be like, what's the best for my people? They need to be able to have a kind of dry take on it. They need to be able to kind of have a, you know what I'm saying, like a emotionless take on it, and what is going to benefit my people. And I don't mean my people as a certain race. I'm talking about Americans. What's going to benefit Americans the most? And that goes for everything. That goes for foreign policy. That goes for everything. Now, that does not mean America first, as in like, oh, we're not going to help any country in the world because we need all the money here. No, that means sometimes having strategic partners is what's best for my people. You know what I'm saying? It's a higher mind thing of it. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I call it pure populism, because pure populism does not get bogged down by ideology, by leftist ideology or right wing ideology. Pure populism is just populism. What do I need to do to help my people? That's it. That's it. It's not about what religion I have faith to, or what religion I don't like, or the color of your skin, or where you come from, or, you know what I'm saying, your gender, or what gender you believe you are. It doesn't matter. None of that shit matters. None of that shit should matter to a actual populace. Actual pure populace just wants to help the people. They don't get bogged down into all that shit. It's just about lifting people up. So, with that being said, just to link the two things together, I feel like a pure populist party, or I feel like a true populist party has room in it for a AOC and a Marjorie Taylor Greene, even though she has some wacky views. That would be on the far fringe. That would be on the all the way on the right, far fringe. Like, we might have one or two of those people in the house. Like, you know what I'm saying? That would be the fringe on the right side. But as long as you are a populist, like, I feel like we can work together. Now, like I said, that doesn't mean that's in theory. In practice, no, we don't accept her, but we do give her cookies when she do good, and she's been doing very good lately. So let's give her some cookies. She's earned them. But that's the video for today. Like, share, subscribe, comment. I've had a couple of commenters on not my last video. I think the video before last. I had a couple of commenters. Like I said, I will reply to every comment. Like, I don't care. You can fucking say, you black, you stupid ass monkey. like, bro, like, I don't care. I don't care. I I do not care. So comment. I will engage. I will engage with everybody, and it would be good faith engagement. It will not be just trying to get an argument with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, do it. Now, if you do comment some just pure racist stuff, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Try it, and we'll see. But anyway, like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Help me help myself. And I'll see you next time.